All right, people, this is me from the future just giving a little update. So I recorded this whole breakdown of the T Grizzly robbery music videos, went to upload it, immediately got a copyright claim for all of the robbery videos that I had playing in the video, which is crazy. So yeah, I was playing the whole video there. I've had to blur the entire thing out. I'm hoping that beats the case. But yeah, so sorry if this video is just a blurred mess. We're still going to break down the lyrics, but yeah. So I'm saying T Grizzly, he got the copyright on point for this robbery, so you know he's not trying to have people talk about this. Trap more gang, I'm back with another video, and I gotta just say, it's getting crazy out there. Okay, this T Grizzly story is captivating the internet, and look, I'm just trying to get to the bottom of these facts. All right, I'm not a snitch. I'm a little internet nerd. I'm a Reddit nerd. I'm just trying to get to the bottom of things. And today we're going to be taking a deep dive into some of T Grizzly's lyrics, because a lot of people are saying that he told on himself, okay? I'm seeing a whole bunch of comments. When I'm doing my research, I'm on Reddit, I'm on YouTube, I'm watching the videos, I'm all over it, okay? And I keep seeing over and over and over again one comment that just keeps on popping up. Everybody keeps telling me that T Grizzly's song series, the Robbery series, okay? I think it's a 9-part series of both songs and music videos on YouTube, and I got to give it to T Grizzly. He's in his storytelling bag. He's in his King Von crazy story bag. There's a 9-episode robbery series. It damn near plays out like, what was that R. Kelly series, Trapped in the Closet? It's like Trapped, you know what I'm saying? It's like Trapped in the Drill Closet, okay? I don't even know if that's a real thing, but T Grizzly made a whole series, this whole robbery series, and according to the commenters, all right, according to you internet nerds just like me, this series is T Grizzly snitched on himself. So I think today what we're going to do, all right, what we're going to do is we're going to go through every single, like, look, I'll keep it real, all right? I'm not trying to say I'm the biggest T Grizzly stan in the world, okay? I'm just waking up to this this whole movement that he's got going on, and I just want to get to the bottom of everything that's going on. So he's got this entire robbery series, all right? Shout out to Bouncer one time. I need to finish that video later. But he's got a 9-part, like there's 9 episodes of this thing, okay? So I'm going to watch through every single one of them. I'm going to cross-reference the lyrics. I'm even going to take a look at the comments, and we're going to just try and get to the bottom of it, because a lot of people are saying that there's a couple of lyrics in this robbery series where T Grizzly is low-key, high-key, sideways, medium-key snitching on himself. And he's sort of, people are saying that he's saying things that could almost be interpreted as referring to the murder of his aunt, and all sorts of backdoor type things going on with this series. So I think we should get into it. So I'm not going to play you the song. I don't want to get copyrighted. I don't want to get on T Grizzly's bad side. Lord knows where that could potentially lead. But what we are going to do is we're going to go through every song. I'm going to listen to each song off camera, all right? And I'm going to go through the lyrics piece by piece. And then I'm just going to hit you guys with the straight facts, the straight knowledge, all of that stuff. And let's just get into it. Let's just start episode 1, T Grizzly Robbery, all right? So here we go. I'm going to give it a listen off camera. I'm not going to play the music, but I'm going to run the lyrics alongside this. And we're just going to try and figure out what the hell is going on with Mr. T Grizzly with this robbery series, okay? So according to Genius, at least the first robbery song, they're saying this is a true story about a time that T Grizzly was robbed in his hometown as he left the strip club. It's a 6-part series. Now, it's now a 9-part series, so I'm guessing this was written back at the start when this was just being written. But yeah, man, he's been doing this series for quite some time. He's actually been doing this series. So this music video for Robbery was premiered on April the 13th, 2022. But according to Genius, the song itself actually came out on April the 17th, 2020. But remember, okay, this murder of his aunt, his manager, JB, occurred on August the 19th, 2019. So all of this entire series has come out in the aftermath of that situation. And if you check this out, a lot of people already, these are the most recent comments on the first episode of Robbery, right? And a lot of people are saying, who's here because of the murder for hire? I'm here because they say he told on himself in this song, R.I.P. JB. People are saying the FBI sent me here to investigate. People saying they're here from Seti Nash. Shout out Seti Nash. He was also saying the same thing. They're saying, boy, this sounds like what you did to JB. The detective squad, they're in here strong, man. They're saying justice for JB. Damn T, say it ain't so. They're saying he did it just off the back of this song, all right? Just off the back of this song, after the rumors. Who's back after the plot twist about his aunt, okay? Seti Nash saying this song's going to get him locked up. That's what's being said out here, okay? That's what's being said in these comments. And again, you know what I'm saying? Don't put the snitch jacket on me. I'm just here in the comments like the rest of you. People been looking at this song, okay? People been analyzing this song. You know what I'm saying? They saying Seti Nash sent them here, right? So if you're going to blame anyone, don't even blame Seti Nash. Just blame the internet, man. Is what it is. People saying that Grizzly the double cross. Say it ain't so. Seti Nash given motion. I can't lie. Seti Nash jumped out with the promo package. All right. So the song basically starts, right? T Grizzly's basically explaining he left the club. He was outside the club. He got jammed for all of his stuff, right? He's saying that the shooters jumped out when he was leaving the club with the straps and said, "Give me everything," all right? So he's got the whole thing explained. I got to say, I love the concept. Whether or not there's a crazy story behind it and it really happened, or it's really hinting towards some stuff that really happened, this is a dope concept. Like, this is that King Von crazy story energy, and he's taking it to a whole nother level with a 9-part installment. Okay, so look, he's breaking it all down. He's saying, I'm walking out the club, they're looking at me funny, I'm already pissed because I threw too much money, but I ain't tripping. I know he ain't no dummy. The Mac got 50, I'ma leave his face ugly. But that bitch at the crib, low-key, I'm slipping. Before I knew it, he ran up on me tripping, shot twice in the air, give me everything. I ain't struggle at all. I gave him everything. Pause. I ain't panic. I hopped in the whip and left. Time to do some homework. I got to put that boy to rest. He looked like he a killer. I'm about to put him to the test. Want to kill me, a dude? All you see in my face is death. I'm on the gram scrolling through my timeline on some host page. Look what I find. A stripper bish post him as her MCM. Same lil chick that was just in my DM. All right, I got a nicer setup here, so I'm going to have the video running as I go through the lyrics. And he's basically saying, look, he's on some hoes page, all right? He finds out the stripper pitch is posting this dude, and, you know, this is a chick that was in his DM, so she's going to use her to get to him, right? So he's trying to hunt down these dudes that robbed him at the club, and he's basically going through it. He's saying, I see his whip, I'm flipping that. The dealership won't want it back. Let me write her back and get a contact, then call some killers up. It's time to do some contracts. Now, clearly, the situation with JB, he didn't get robbed outside no club. It didn't do none of that. But it's this whole backdoor thing. It's these lyrics. It's like selective moments in this story that people are saying has got something to do with it, right? So maybe he's saying he's describing what he would do to somebody if he got jammed outside of a club, but it just so transpires that he's basically revealing, like, then I call them killers up. It's time to do some contracts. Like, is this something you do regularly? Like, you call killers up and get contracts? Forget about being robbed at the club. Like, are there other killers that you call up? Like, what do you mean by that? Like, where the killers from? What city the killers from? What set the killers from? Hopefully they ain't from Iraq. That's all I'll say, all right? Let me write it back, get a contact. Then I'm calling some killers up. It's time to do some contracts. Matter of fact, I'm going to get him set up by the stripper. Tell her I got 50. I know that hoe going to be with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm sticking to the code. When he drops, she going with him. I ain't talking to dudes, keep him out of my business. You know how it goes. Street dudes turn witness. So he's basically breaking it down, and he's saying that he's using a woman. He's got contract killers. He's going to line her up. She said, call later because she laid up with the dude. Oh, yeah, this might be my only chance to do him yet. Got to shut his mouth before he talk and spread the rumor. If word hit the streets that he robbed me, the dude's going to get killed and the police are going to want to find him. All right? He's saying, hey, I know you said call later, you're with a dude or whatever, but look, send me the location. I'm going to put it in my GPS and see how far you is. Then when I leave, call me, bet. Hell yeah, I got the location. Now I'm outside of their crib just waiting. Now, this is a lyric people are saying has got some similarities, because what they're saying is that the alleged shooter of JB was waiting outside the house that T Grizzly eventually turned up to for 2 hours. Right? 2 hours. Now, these next couple of lines are a little bit crazy. Hell yeah, I got the location. Now I'm outside of their crib. I'm just waiting. So it's like, arguably, you could say that he's taken on the persona of the guys that did the hit, perhaps. I'm texting her like, how much longer? I'm impatient. I know for a fact waiting outside of a house to do a drill for 2 hours, that's definitely going to leave you impatient, all right? She don't know I'm about to light the block up like it's Vegas. I'm setting over that boy like, bitch, this is what you get for playing. I ain't trying to talk. It's a rap. Start praying. Say your last words, dudes. He's coming out. My first shot gonna be a headshot. I'm gonna put this Draco to his dreadlocks. I can't wait to see his blood running out. Run up in the crib, find his bitch, knock her frontal out. She texts me back like, be on your way. 2 minutes. She don't know that in 2 minutes, she ain't gonna be livid. Now, is he basically saying, I might need to just go and re-up with a music video? Because is he saying, like, I'm going to kill her too. She lined up the play and I'm going to kill her too so that nobody knows, so that nobody can use her as a witness. You know what I'm saying? He got in his whip. I ran up and I hit him. When the smoke cleared, I saw it was the wrong dude. What the hell? Now, this line is crazy because as we saw in that interview from the last video, and in the lyrics from the tribute song that T Grizzley dropped to his aunt, he was extremely certain, he was extremely sure, or at least he was putting it out there that like, yeah, they were after me and they still shot, even though they could see it wasn't me. This was the song Satish, right? And this one came out before the Robbery series, September 20th, 2019. So just one day more than a month after the murder of JB, right? And in this song, he says, look how they tried to do me, but got JB. He's extremely certain that they were trying to get him, right? Or at least that's what he's putting out. Even this line I thought was interesting because he's almost, how is he knowing exactly what the shooter was thinking, right? You saw it wasn't me and still shot. What'd she do to you? Yeah, it's a little bit, you know what I'm saying? It's a little bit surprising. It's a little bit unusual. So the way the song ends, right? T Grizzley basically runs up, shoots the guy, and it turns out it's the wrong guy, right? And he's got it in the video. He runs up, okay, shoots through the window, doesn't even open the door. And as he says in the lyrics, right? He got in his whip, I ran up and I hit him, but when the gun smoke cleared, I saw it was the wrong man. What the hell? Now I got to kidnap her. This is a first. I don't know how kidnaps work. Now that's a cold bar. That's a cold bar. I mean, I don't know if T Grizzley be kidnapping out here, but I feel like that's a hard bar. He's talking about, now I got to kidnap her, and this a first. I don't even know how kidnaps work. I'm going to kill him, but I got to get my stuff back first. And then what you see is he basically, like, after doing the shooting, it's the wrong dude. He then runs into the crib. And that's how the episode ends. And it says to be continued. So he runs up in that crib, and then we're moving on to part 2. But already I feel like it's a little bit spicy. He's not straight up telling on himself. He's not straight up laying out line by line exactly how he did the alleged actual drill on JB. But there's a few little lines that are interesting, talking about got the wrong guy, setting him up, gonna kill the woman too. I know this is just a story, but it's looking a little bit crazy. So let's get into episode 2. So on Robbery Part 2, all right, this one came out on February the 26th, 2021. This one picks up where he left off, right? He picks up straight away where he left off. The music video, the visuals, they pick up exactly where he left off. This Part 2, he running up in the house and he trying to find out what's going on. So T Grizzley gets to rapping and he basically explains that like he's mad that this basically isn't the right person, right? He says, girl, get the hell up and stop screaming. Shut the hell up. Where is the dude at that you posted? You lied to me. I'ma smoke you. Matter of fact, we about to get out of here. I pulled up, thought it was him, and I hit that boy in his dome. She like, listen, T, I swear I ain't do nothing wrong. And I'm like, listen, I know, but it's somebody that you know gotta go. Walking out her stuff, she see the body, get to screaming, smack her in the head with a gun, she get to bleeding. Trying to avoid the neighbors, they might be on some police stuff. I tell her drive, she like, boy, I'm bleeding, I can't see stuff. Right, so from here, T Grizzley kidnaps this chick, okay? He's done a full-blown kidnap, right? He's racing out her complex, because now her spot hot too. Thinking to myself, like, damn, I'm moving way too fast. She like, please tell me what I did to make you mad. I pulled up dog picture. I'm like, tell me everything you know about this brother. All right, she's seen his face and her eyes got bigger. She like, he be shooting stuff and all of his people killers. He took me to his house one time on Grand River. I'll give you the address, just don't kill me. I got children. This girl was thinking about them kids when she was stripping. I can't kill this chick until she bring me to the brother. I'm kidnapping you, but being around me still a privilege. She do something foul, she out the game. This ain't no scrimmage. I check the tank, damn, we need gas and a first aid kit because this bitch bleeding bad. I pull up to Shell, my heart beating fast. I told her if she make a move, that's going to be her last. So basically, right, he's got this chick, he's kidnapped this chick, she's bleeding out, and he basically gets her to call up the dude that has the chain. And the guy's calling him saying, hey, bitch, answer this. Swear you better not panic. Pick it up and talk all that sexy shit. She said, what's the word? He like, shit, chillin', where you at? And I ass fat. I know he want to hit it from the back. She like, you been playing. I've been trying to see you. He like, who you with? She said, I'm just with my people. So she's still trying to line this dude up, even though he's a killer. And she tells her, he tells her, hey, pull up on the block and with the gang, we ride past, it's 20 dudes deep, he got on my chain. He called her phone like, it's the dude in the car, I just seen him, don't ride back up this block again or we're gonna beam him. And then T Grizzley snatches the phone, he says, I'm like, bitch, I'm killing all of you brothers. He like, you know where we at, pussy, fall through. I'm like, bet, hit the hood, grab the bros, grab the text, extra clips, couple vests, let's go, dudes will be dying on the set. They think they don't bleed, can't believe how he was talking. I don't even want the chain back, put it in his coffin. So look, this is the situation, right? T Grizzly's kidnapped the chick. He's found the guys on the block. They've got his chain. He's ready to go and murder them. And he says, I don't even want the chain back. I just want to kill him. So look, I'm not hearing any self-snitching about the JB thing going on here. But what I am hearing is the vengeful T Grizzly. And I know it's a story, but he's talking about, look, I'm on killings. I'm on murders, all right? He says, I kicked the chick out the car. I'll kill her tomorrow, but I'll play it like it's cool, gave her 10 racks and said, I'm sorry. I don't know if that's really enough to cut it, T Grizzly. I'll be honest with you. He says, I pull up in their hood, about to tear the block up, park around the corner, hop out, jumped out, gave twin choppers. They still out here like we wasn't coming. I do not lie. They got hoes with them. Dudes die for thinking with their dicks. Bro pop out the bushes and let shots fly. I see doggy with my chain and let the chop rock. I see car alarms going off and dudes dropping. I run up on the dude with my chain like, bitch, what's popping? Yeah. Stood over that boy, looked in his eyes, emptied the gun. Sirens going off, we out of here, bro, ditch the guns. Month later, police charging me with homies. I know my dudes ain't shit. Them dudes are solid. Ain't no witness, ain't no guns. We go on a trial. The lawyers say it's looking good and I'm getting out. We finally get to court. Prosecutor talking foul. She say the stripper bitch had cameras on her house. I ain't even see them. I'm like, how? I stood up in court like, bitch, I should have laid you down. Bow, 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 bow. And the video ends with T Grizzly in court, right? And who knows, this is how the case could end up going down, all right? He jumping up in court talking about, I should have killed you, bow, 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 bow. So, look, I got to give T Grizzly his props for the storytelling, all right? He smoked all of these dudes in the video. Now he's up in court talking crazy. Now, who knows, all right? If this murder for hire ends up dropping and it's really a thing, we might actually be seeing T Grizzly up in the courtroom talking crazy out here. So by the time we make it to episode 3, all right, T Grizzly is in jail, all right? Who knows? This could be a glimpse into his future. Who knows how serious this is going to get in the real life? But in this episode 3, T Grizzly is in the slammer, okay? He's been caught. He wilded out in the courtroom. It wasn't a good look for him, okay? He says, on the prison bus, can't jump out the window. It's a gate. See it in my face. I got an L in the state. Thinking to myself, I could have took them bitches on a chase. CO's on BS if you ain't the same race. Won't understand what happened. I thought you was big time. I told him karma came back. I had to get mine. I hit the cell by myself. Really sick now, but this is what it is when you're the opposite of 6'9". So he's saying he would never snitch, right? I'm not seeing T Grizzly snitch. Who knows where this case ends up going, but I could not imagine T Grizzly snitching by the way that he's talking on this song. And who would he snitch on? If this thing is true, if this situation is true, you're the head honcho. I don't think there is anyone you're going to be able to snitch on. But anyway, he settles into life in the jail, man. He says, a month passed. I've been trying to call my bitch. She ain't picking up. I sent some dudes to her crib. It's crazy. I left all my money with that bitch. Lawyers got to get paid and no money on my shit. She pick up like, dude, you ain't realize I'm leaving, but I got you. I know I'm hurting and you need it. I gave your mama 50, but where the rest of it, I'm keeping it. Dude, you got life where you at. You ain't gonna need it. So they're saying he got life for that situation, right? This would be very sad if T Grizzly really spoke a life sentence into existence and actually ends up getting life. But he's saying based on that courtroom wilding out and the M's that he did in the previous episode, he got life in prison. Now, we're only on the 3rd episode of the robbery series and he's already serving life. So who knows how this is going to go? Maybe he's going to beat it like King Von. But again, I would be very sad if this turned out to be a real premonition of T Grizzly's future because we're seeing him in the slammer doing life for murder. And look, we've seen rappers like Mo3 make videos where he's in his casket and, you know, he unfortunately ends up losing his life after that. So, look, I'm hoping that this isn't a premonition, but goddamn, sometimes that's just how it works out, man. You got to be careful what you wish for, okay? You got to be careful what you wish for, all right? He's saying the girl's the type to buy a vet and hit the mall and blow the rest. Everybody after that, I called shitted on me. I know the bros doing bad. They depended on me. I'm in here with a sword. I'm around different homies. I can't hide that. I got to hit the yard with it on me. Years passed and I ain't get no visits and no mail. Ain't got no hope for getting out because I won't tell. Beef on this prison bid. I ain't taking no L's. Came back from the yard and dudes cleared out my whole cell. They trying to get to me. It worked. I'm on took. I told my neighbor, let me holler at you real quick. I said, I got a band. Tell me who hit the lick. A good spin move. I ain't got to give this dude stuff. He like, that's a bet, but I only know where one at. He in cell 30. Go there. You might not come back. So look, T Grizzly is still doing robberies in the pen, right? He's been lifed off. He is serving life for a fictional murder of you know what I'm saying? A fictional murder of a whole bunch of ops. And now he's serving life and he's still hitting robberies in there, okay? This is the number where I need you to send that one stack 313. I walked way on his dumbass. I'm about to F the yard up and butcher dudes, do them dirty, whoever in cell 30 getting carved up. I'm feeling like I went dead. Let me charge up. Still doing drills. Dudes better have their guard up. I blow down on cell 30 and it's open. But ain't nobody here. I moved demon. Bitch, I'm posted. Later on, dudes came back, but I ain't noticed. I came from behind a dude's locker and now they frozen. I gotta say, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to just glide over these N-words. I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to glide smoothly over these N-words. It can be difficult at times, but you know what I'm saying? My record is impeccable. Hit the first dude in his neck. He started choking. The other dude threw his hands up like he posing. Put that metal to that dude's head like a Trojan. Spartan, knight, smoking with a knife. Take something from me. I'm gonna come back and take your life. A dude say my name. He gonna tell you I'm a striker. Half of the dudes I shot was trying to fight. The police took me to the hole later on that night. Now I'm locked up, washed up. She stole from me and got popped up, locked up, washed up, stole from me and got popped up. My sharks let me drown. My baby left me to die. I can't even get myself off the ground. It's a sad song, right? And it's even sadder to think, like, if T Grizzley really, you know what I'm saying, really was moving the way certain people are saying that he was moving, this is going to be his future, man. This is all just a perfect prediction. And I won't even try. I can't even lie. My mama let me down. My enemy's not alive. Brody trying to take my place and I'm not around, and I can't even cry. I won't even lie. I get a letter. I'm like, F is this about? I'm thinking like, this ain't for me. It went the wrong route. I seen a name instantly and lose all doubt. This the girl that had them cameras on her house. She like, dear T, I feel so ashamed, guilt tripping, feeling like I took you out the game. Your dudes turned on you. They don't even say your name, and your cousin about to have a baby with your main. I mean, look. I'm not trying to say this. I just feel like this lyric could be deep. This lyric could be deep, right? It could be deep because obviously the speculation, right, is that T Grizzley, the speculation and the implication is that T Grizzley had a relationship with his auntie, all right? And as I said in my last video, I feel like there's a big difference between your blood auntie and your uncle's chick. Right? If you steal your uncle's chick, that don't really make you an auntie smasher. You know what I'm trying? You get what I'm trying to say to you? I know this is a weird thing to say, but I think these little lyrics, look, the whole little incest angle, who knows, right? This little twisted thing where he's talking about your cousin about to have a baby with your main. I did see one theory on Reddit earlier that was saying like, hey, what if the uncle who was in jail when T Grizzley's aunt died, and then there's this talk of a relationship behind the scenes, what if the uncle sent the hit out of jealousy? Now, look, that's a far-fetched one, but I think all of this kind of thing, like, dudes turned on you, they don't even say your name, and your cousin about to have a baby with your name, that's crazy. I wonder what inspired this lyric. That's all I'll say. I wonder what inspired this lyric. But F all that, I'm trying to get you out the pen. The lawyer told me I can appeal and win. You got a good chance. We're going to fight that bitch again. I still got money. We're going to pay the lawyer 10. Don't ask why. I just had to come and get you. Probably the last thing you want to hear, but I miss you. I feel like you're the realest, even though we had our issues. You ain't had to get mad and hit me with the pistol. I'm effed up. America wouldn't expect it. I was about to die in prison. Now I got an exit. The ones that left me was the ones I respected. I got my life back. Nah, I ain't need a blessing. We hit court. I'm nervous. I can't even front. The lawyer got to eating that bitch up like a lunch. The camera saw a dude with a hoodie and a gun. Girl said it wasn't me, and the prosecutor looking dumb. The judge like, that ain't what you said last trial, woman. She like, that's my man, and he cheated, so I lied on him. But in all honesty, he innocent. Judge shook his head and looked at her, looked at me, and he dismissed that bitch. Back home, first day out, I'm bending her over and her back strong. Got to call my plug, that business we back on. All of them boys that left me in prison get stepped on. Hey, get down on my knees and say thank you to Jesus Christ. Old girl came and helped me, but this stuff ain't right. If she testified once, then she'll do it twice. Can't do it right now, but soon I'm going to take her life. Wowie. So now, look, now things are getting pretty crazy, right? So we got these just little random details. And look, this is a fictional story, but I think it's just important to remember that, like, fiction is inspired by real life, okay? People take real life things that have happened to them and they remix them, they switch them up, they swap them out, they do all sorts of things. You know what I'm saying? Look, I'm not saying T Grizzley really did a robbery or really got robbed and murdered everybody that was involved, but these are his experiences. He comes from the streets. He probably been known about situations where someone got robbed and everybody got get back on them. Like, these have to be inspired. Like, you're not getting some guy that's like, you know, got nothing to do with this lifestyle, hasn't experienced anything to do with it, suddenly knowing all of these things. So I do think that it's very interesting. I think we're seeing a lot of these little interesting details that maybe are like manipulated, remixed, rewashed versions of the life he was really living. But yeah, man, it's looking a bit crazy. So let's get to Robbery Part 4, man. All right, so I've just loaded up Part 4, and this one's a doozy, all right? This one just starts off the rip, all right, off the back. He's basically killing this chick. All right. And here's where I feel like we start to see the very manipulative, the very calculated, the very cold-blooded T Grizzly that would do all sorts of weird manipulative things behind the scenes to cover up a murder. And again, I'm not saying he's describing the actual murder that happened, and this is a fictional story, but like we heard in the other video, a lot of people saying T Grizzly on GTA roleplay is the backdoor king. Pause. All right. They're saying he the backdoor king, he the king of backdooring people on GTA. But if this is how this guy moves, if this guy's really this shiesty, maybe that's how he's moving in real life. Who knows? Who knows? Okay, so in this one, he's moving very shiesty. It starts off with him catching the body and killing that chick that double-crossed him. He throws the gun in the lake. He's even texting her mother, lying, pretending to be her on her phone, saying, I'm going to go for a trip in Atlanta. I'm not going to be around for a week. Okay, so this one's crazy. So let's run through the lyrics. If she told me once, she'll do it twice. I can't make no mistakes. But she got me out. Killing her make me look like a snake. Well, if I'm a snake and you a rat, bitch, you're going to get 8. Now, this is the thing, all right? Now T Grizzly's talking about doing behind-the-scenes backdoor murders, killing her make me look like a snake. Now, look. He not talking about JB, but these are just what's coming out of his, this is just what's coming out of his mouth. Stuff like this, right? But she got me out. Killing her make me look like a snake. But if I'm a snake and you're a rat, bitch, you get an 8. So the fictional version of T Grizzly is quite happy double-crossing, killing a woman, and he's thinking about how it makes him look. All right? Rules to this stuff that you can't break. Girl, that's the price you pay. Killing females is not a normal thing, okay? That's all I'll say. And I know it's a fictional story, but goddamn, all right? Toss the body clean out the trunk, gun go in the lake, drive to the woods, burn the clothes, ain't no DNA. It's looking like he knows how these murders go down. I still got her phone. I text her mama like I know it's late, but I'm going to be gone for a week. I'm headed to the A. Now, when she don't hear from her, she ain't gonna think nothing. Her daughter loves street dudes. She knows she out here effing. And we don't speak on the dead, so we're gonna switch the subject. It's time to run 100 miles per hour to this money dude. Let's get it. Now I'm focused. I just got off the joint. A body ain't nothing. They raise savages on joy. I toss my last strap. I got to get another toy. Wipe the phone down. Toss it. Man, stop playing. I'm on point. Listen, man. If he's really this on point, then who knows? Who knows what they're going to have, all right? Who knows what they're going to have? Clearly, he's on point. Clearly, even the fictional version of T Grizzly knows how to cover up a murder, all right? I pull up on my people who I know be having straps. He walk up. He like, damn, dude, when you get back? I heard they gave you life and girlie turned to a rat. I'm like, yeah, bro. But you know, can't shit stop God's plan. But look, do you still got them blicks? He like, shit, it is. 2 on my hip, another 4 in the whip. I got pistols and sticks, bullets and extra clips. Now the flow is impeccable. I got to say the flow and the double, triple, multiple rhyme schemes in here is fire. Okay, is fire. He's you know what I'm saying? He's definitely a microphone killer. That's all I'll say. Just what you need. I'm gonna go and get that stuff off the crib. I'm like something small so you can't see it when you wear the pistol, and something that can't shoot. He like, bro, you hear this, dude? Why you want a gun that can't shoot? You trying to scare someone? Known you for a minute, you ain't the type to spare someone. I'm like, bro, you want the bread or not? And he nodded. He tossed 2 guns. He said, that one right there, a problem. And it's compact, it's going to go right in your pocket. Or put it on your hip, and dudes ain't going to know you got it. But the other one, the firing pin, ain't even in it. If dudes get up on you and you up that, you're finished. It ain't going to shoot, even if you got bullets in it. That stuff on the house. Walk 'em, homie. Handle your business. Why get a gun that don't shoot? I know you want to know. I learnt a lot in prison. Main thing, watch who you call your bro. Give him the strap, count the check, see if he upped the pole. I got it as a trust test, but dude, moving on. Now, I ain't never heard anything like this, okay? This is, if you want to talk about somebody being a master manipulator, that is getting a gun without a firing pin and giving it to your homie and then ripping off your homie to see if he ups the pole on you to trust test him. Anybody that behaves in this way is not to be trusted. Anybody that does stuff like this is not to be trusted. Forget a trust test. If you're out here doing trust tests and giving people guns without firing pins in them, you are a snake. You are a slimy little snake. And that's crazy. All right? And I know this is a fictional story, but the creations that T Grizzly's coming up with are very peculiar, I got to say. So he says, before I got locked up, I had a crib. My mama came through for me. She kept up on the bills. I'm comfortable there. These dudes don't know where I live. Got to get some rest, freshen up. It's time to take it in. Next day, I'm watching the news, Channel 7, waiting on action. I'm trying to see who went to heaven. They're talking about old girl who got hit in her head, but what the F they mean wounded? Dude, she dead. The next part they said, I got sicker as I listened. This stuff wicked. They just said this bitch in critical condition. She still got her life. My dude, I gotta end it. Now, Oh, that's crazy because obviously in the last video, I think it was Sedi Nash or Poetic Flacco. Someone was talking about allegedly after JB got killed, right? Allegedly, somebody was calling the hospital trying to be like, "Yo, she dead? Like, what's the situation? What's this like? What's going on?" T Grizzly talking about a situation where he found out he thought he caught a body, and I know it's a story, fictional story. He raced into the hospital. Man, this girl a known witness. People, I swear people were talking about people racing to the hospital after the JB situation. And that was the thing that didn't make sense. Why Sada Baby identifying the body if T Grizzly was there? And surely they would have rushed off. Anyway, let's not get too deep, all right? Let's not get too deep. It is what it is. Replaying the event in my head. How is she alive? But real stuff. If it ain't your time, it ain't your time. I know dudes that got shot like 20 times and survived, and dudes that caught one leg shot and ended up dying. I get to the hospital, fake tears like I'm hurting. Fake tears like I'm hurting, man. I know it's a fictional story. But T Grizzly be knowing about the fake tears and pretending like he's hurting. That's interesting, man. Fake tears pretends like he's hurting. So he knows about that, right? Again, it's a whole bunch of fictional stories, but maybe peppered in there are some interesting real life. So who knows, all right? Who knows? Nothing's been proven. I hit the front desk, like, where is Sheila? I'm her brother. The nurse, like, she up the hall. You just missed your mother. And since you her brother, you don't have to wait with the others. Oh, Lord. All right, I go up the hall. She talking to a detective. My whole heart drop. I get to clutching on my ratchet. The cop turned round like, "Sir, give us a second." It's weird though, because she looking at me and ain't panic. I walk in, trigger finger start itching instantly. Hope this cop ready for the shootout of the century. The doctor walk in. I ain't tripping. I guess I'm killing 3. Told her she got brain damage and lost all memory. Now look, I gotta give T Grizzly his props as a writer. Okay. Goddamn twist of the century, all right? He was ready to kill 3 people. He was going to kill the cop, the doctor, and the witness. And then, shock horror, she got brain damage. She lost all memory. This guy is a lyrical genius, all right? But I'm still looking a little bit funny at this one line, man. I'm still looking at... I get to the hospital, fake tears like I'm hurting, man. That's an interesting one. All right, so moving into Robbery Part 5, and I think this is where we're seeing an even more manipulative side of T Grizzly, all right? So last we heard, all right, the victim, the chick that he tried to kill, that he thought was dead, who he's even pretend texting her mother on her phone and fake crying in the hospital for, she's lost all her memory. So T Grizzly good now, all right? He's beaten 2 cases. He's beaten life multiple times in this story now. It's getting crazy, all right? I have a seat. I look her in her eyes. I'm like, "You don't remember me?" She's nodding off, can't really talk. She's still weak. I'm feeling relieved. Take my hand off my heat. The cop like, "When was the last time you saw her, sir?" I gave him a card like, "That's my lawyer. You can talk to her." Said the L word to him. Now he feel defeated. He like, "Bet, here's my card if you ever need it." The doctor look at me like, "Sir, I know you're grieving, but she need her rest. She just got out of surgery this evening." I'm like, "Doc, listen, she won't forgive me if I leave. You won't even know I'm here. She made me a promise, then agreed. Now for a whole month we've been kicking it with each other." So he spent a whole month kicking it with this chick that he just tried to kill and she lost her memory. If that memory comes back, if she takes a knock to the head and that memory comes back, T Grizzly's catching the case, the mother of all cases, all right? The doctor finally tell her she can leave, she recovered. She look at me like, "I don't remember nothing. One thing I remember is I never had a brother. So who are you? Why you been here more than my mother?" I said, "Listen, I've been here because I love you." This guy's a snake, man. This guy's a snake. "I've been here because I love you. You tried to kill this chick, bro. You're a demon. You're a fictional demon, man. We ain't never getting married, but baby..." Oh, my God. Oh, my God. So, look, all I'm thinking, all right, and this is just my opinion, all right? Please don't send the hitters at my head. This is just my opinion, all right? But I feel like this is almost like, I could imagine this is almost like T Grizzly writing a verse where it's like, this is what I would have said. This is what it would have been like if JB survived or something, right? Like, this is like getting a second chance at life on a drill that you thought you did. That's what it's conjuring up for me, but who knows, all right? Who knows? You got me out of situations. For that, I'm grateful. Gonna always be with you, and that's my way of saying thank you. She like, "Boy, you stood by my side. I appreciate you. Gonna always be your woman. I'm gonna always be faithful." And she ride every time I ride. I made it out and she survived. You can't question God. And you a vibe. They ain't messing with you in my eyes. As long as I'm alive, I need you by my side. You with me? Let's get it. All that street stuff behind now. Starting a family, my full-time job now. I'm out here telling hoes the truth. Ain't no more lying now. I got a bitch, so play the side or get timed out. Matter of fact, why mess with all these bitches when you got a queen? And I ain't missing nothing. She do everything. Dude, I'm wide awake with the girl of my dreams. Now, I feel like there was the story, okay? There was the story that T Grizzley. Man. There was the story that T Grizzley was having relations with his aunt, but he had another chick. That was his real chick, that is his fiance, that he ended up getting married to. Now, some of the ways that he's talking here, it almost feels like he's sort of transitioning. He's mixing a few characters in together. Who knows, right? But now he's getting married. Now, suddenly, he's actually getting married to the chick that he tried to kill. I just seen what the last lyric is, too. This going left, all right? I ain't missing nothing. She do everything. Dude, I'm wide awake with the girl of my dreams. Make it official, then my happy ending gonna be complete. Next day I went out and bought a wedding ring. This gotta be my wife. She survived and she set me free. Before I get on one knee and said, marry me, she pulled out a gun. Like, dude, I remember everything. Oh no. Oh no, you're in trouble. All right, you're in trouble. She pulled out a gun. She remembered everything. She remembered everything, bro. It's peak. All right, I just realized I had episode 6 running in the background instead of episode 5, but you get the gist, all right? You get the gist. Pulled out the wedding ring, and then suddenly, boom, she pulls the strap. It's crazy, all right? It's crazy. She's remembering all of the madness that he did. It's not a good look, all right? It's not a good look. So, look, we transition, man. We move into episode 6. Man. It's brazy. It's brazy, okay? Now we're on episode 6. Robbery episode 6. It's getting deeper and deeper. Honestly, this is like a soap opera. I honestly am so vested in this. In the real life and the fictional version of T Grizzley, man. What is going to happen? And are there going to be any more Freudian slips that make it look like you really did a madness? Okay, so now we're on episode 6, and it's just all looking crazy. All right, so this might be the one where T Grizzley jumps the shark, all right? And the story, I mean, the story's not that believable to begin with, but now it's getting crazy, all right? So he's saying, damn, bitch crazy. What she thought, all right? A, that girl thought she had one. I ain't going. I took the gun and put it to her head, started blowing. This time the media are going to have more to speak about. Get all my stuff, pack it up before I leave the house. Blower in my hand, walking out the front door. Thought I had one, but F it, I got other hoes. I hit the porch, run into the whip fast. 12 ran down right before I hit the grass. Damn, I'm surrounded thinking what the F, ain't no going back for me. I got a stick, I'm about to bust. It's helicopters coming, so I know I'm on the news. I tried to blow my pole, but my arm couldn't move. They on me with them sticks and they all yelling freeze. Hit the back of my leg and I fell to my knees. Neighbors coming out, feds trying to cause a scene. But I wake up out of breath, it was all a mother flipping dream. Jump the shark, man. Oh, the whole thing, was the whole thing a dream? Are we going back 1 episode or are we going back 6 episodes? I honestly don't know. He said, what the hell's going on, man? He just woke up. He just woke up from the craziest dream of a lifetime, all right? He was about to catch all the bodies, and he just woke up. It was all a dream, all right? Girlie next to me, damn, my mind taking flight. She opened up her eyes like, baby, you all right? I shook my head, yeah, but I'm up for the night. I'm looking at the dresser, and I see the same pipe I was using in the dream. Then my phone ring. They say my little brother out here trying to cause a scene. I'm like, F that little dude. He just trying to prove a point. That boy left me for dead when they had me in the joint. I hung up, but I woke till the next day. Well, I was woke till the next day. I got to get my mind right. I'm catching me a play. I hit my DM, see a dude from Grand River. Play it real cool. I've been working on my temper. He like, welcome home. I hope to see you soon. I'm looking at his pictures. He don't strike me as no goon. So look, I don't even understand, right? Was the whole thing a dream? Or was just that episode a dream? Or was just that shootout a dream? He woke up with a chick. Last time I hit his hood, I put dudes on the moon. But that meant, so, okay, I think he's saying he did really kill all those people and he beat the case. So maybe it was just that last thing was the dream. I'm super confused. T Grizzley, the narrative has fallen apart at this point. Let's just not have any more self-incrimination, all right? But that message was a threat. I know that's how real killers move. I got to give it to them. These dudes ain't giving up. Another dude on me now, but I don't give a F. I'm through the city strapped. Don't nobody know my truck. I'm a effing big dog. All these little dudes are mutts. One of my homies, he be trapping out his mama house. And everybody cool bro when they be copping now. I ain't heard from him since before the bid. I'm really kind of broke, so I pulled up to his crib. Little dude on the porch, know me from the way. He gotta be security, he clutching on the K. Dudes from the hood probably think I'm still gone. I walk up, shake his hand, he like, Brody, welcome home. I'm like, where Juan at? He pointed at the house. I'm strapped, but he don't know, cause I ain't got it out. I walk in, smell good food and good loud. Juan mama see me, put my hand over her mouth. I got my baby back. When you get home, I'm like, hey, ma, I ain't been out for that long. Music real loud. She playing a favorite song. She walked me in the kitchen like, you want some neck bones? This is the worst one so far. This one's a mess. This one's not going anywhere. I need a twist at the end or some self-incrimination, all right? Now we in the kitchen, her every move I'm watching. She turned around, I put the kitchen knife in my pocket. Okay, now we're getting a bit of drama. She look at me like, I know you looking for my son. He in the back, tell him get up here, the food done. I head to the back, clutching on the strap and the knife. Let me tell you where my head at. This dude was my dog, he was broke, I put him on, no cap. When I was locked, this dude wasn't picking up that phone. Fake as hell. I walk in his room, he breaking down, bagging up. He see my face jump out this chair, he backing up. I'm like, damn, chill, my dude, it's all love. Why you tell me you was broke, though, and really you the plug? He jittery, but started pulling money out. Pockets bulging, he only pulled a couple 20s out. He like, welcome home, that should put you on your feet. But that's all I can give because my baby got to eat. I'm in his face and he still can't keep it 100. I upped the knife and hit him 12 times in his stomach. I found 8 bricks, 90k, dude run it. I'm filling up the bag, then I hear his mama coming. I turn the light off and I can't see nothing. I pull her in and hit. I can feel her bones crushing. Wait, what? He stabbed the mother too? He just taken out any middle-aged woman he wants to at this point. I mean, come on, he stabbed the mother. I left that dude gushing and his mama in that. I left that dude and his mama in that bitch gushing. It's blood on my money. I ain't tripping. F it. That little dude on the porch, you know I gotta get him. Head tap, switchy. He ain't even know what hit him. The neighbors ain't tripping. They hearing shots every day. I ran through his pockets and I took off with a K. I shoot back to the crib and put everything up. She still don't know nothing. We good. We still in love. So look. So it wasn't all a dream, all right? She still has lost her memory. She still doesn't know, and he's out getting licks. He's just murdered somebody's mother. That's just what T Grizzly's on. He's just out here murdering mothers. I got their blood on me, so I jumped right in the shower, washed up with the bleach in that bish for like an hour. DNA. My plug hit me, said he got a package he gonna mail me. I get the gun that don't shoot, because it never fails me. Give that to my chick, like no more taking L's. Spray snaking the chick with a fake gun, come on. She look in my eyes like there's something you want to tell. I'm like, hell nah, what the F you mean? My mind racing, so I started thinking about that dream. She say, I'm so strung out, you got me feeling like a fiend. Went in her pocket and pulled out the wedding ring. Damn, so that's what you talking about, though. I got something I want to tell you. Nah, that's crazy. I thought you was talking about some other stuff. Yeah, I bought that the other day. I wanted to surprise you, man. Suddenly, knock at the door. I'm so relieved at my bitch. I'm walking up like, I hear you. Who is this? I'm thinking like, what the F? I ain't got my pole. I turned around and dude started blowing through the dough. 2 shots hit me in my stomach and I curled up. It was food and blood when I earled up. Gross. 3rd shot hit me in my neck. I couldn't breathe. I'm drowning in my blood. I'm hearing dudes leave. God telling me it ain't my time. I can't believe it. Dudes caught me slipping like, how? I can't believe it. I'm worried about my bitch. I'm hearing her lash out. I heard her on the phone right before I passed out. Yeah, y'all hit him. Y'all hit him about 3-4 times. I'm about to come out. I'm about to come outside. Come get me. Meet me around the corner. I think y'all got his ass, though. I think he dead. Turns out that T's girlfriend backdoored him, man. So they're saying the chick at the end backdoors him. He ends up getting poked up. I can't believe he stabbed the mum, though. Stabbing the mother is crazy. You really stabbed the mother? And he switched... bro. Actually stabbed the mother. Bro, this guy is shiesty, man. This guy is shiesty. Fictionally shiesty, but shiesty nonetheless. This is insane. Bruh. Nah, you stabbed the mum to... bro, that is just so savage. That is so savage. You kind of deserve to get lined up by your chick if that's how you're moving, to be honest with you. If that's how you're out here playing, you actually deserve to get lined up. But anyway, we're getting to 2024. We're now on part 7, okay? The self-incrimination continues. And, we're on the wrong thing. It just keeps on going from here, man. It's actually crazy. So robbery number 7, I'm thanking the Lord that he's still alive at this point. All right, so into episode 7, all right, and things are just escalating even more. I've already seen a couple bodies drop just even in the preview of this one, all right? Bright white, I never seen these lights. I know what this is, so I'm thinking it's been one hell of a life and accomplished everything I wanted to, but I did all right. I wish I could hug the people that love me. I could have done stuff right. I see the white gates. Will they let me in? Do I deserve it? So he's dead. He's dying. He's going to the pearly gates. Another bright light get close to me, but it didn't burn me. It know what I'm thinking. It said, why don't you think you worthy? No matter your sins, God got unlimited love and mercy. You were part of that love. No matter what you did, you one of his. Just think about it. No matter how bad would you do that to your kids, and your love and patience ain't nothing like his. God forgives. What, stabbing your homie's mama? God's going to forgive you stabbing your homie's mother. That is insane. I felt the embrace. It's been a minute since I dropped tears. I'm like, what about that? What about all them shootings? What about all of them dudes that died. All the hurt I put in their family's heart, all the fear I put in their eyes, said everything gonna make sense, just not right now. You came close, but you ain't die. It's not your time. Laid up in the hospital, damn, I shouldn't underestimate the enemy. Medication kicking in, dozed off again, I ain't got no energy. Hooping with some real killers, dude slid to the crib and tried to finish me. Seeing old girl moving crazy, I ain't gotta ask how they get to me. The bros and them, they on demon time, hopping out of strikers with the straps out. Any dude that's out here claiming that catch... Sorry, any dude that's out here claiming that, catch hollow tip till they tap out. My bad. All right, we locked him. Can't say I don't understand... Might sound crazy, but I feel them. No, I would have did the same thing if I ever thought that a dude killed them. Nurse came in like, you got to clear it out, let him get his rest. Will and Johnny like, we're going to hold it down for you, big bro, don't even stress. Nurse bitch starts sweet talking, like, yeah, trying to cop a feel too. She say you hurt, but I got something up in my panties that will heal you. Drugs kicking in, she must think I'm free game. Why is she talking like that? Turn around, ass fat as hell, bending over. Why is she walking like that? Steady having all these nightmares about them pussy dudes shooting through the door. Boys couldn't get the job done. Scary ass dudes should have threw some more. I'll never trust a bitch again. Never ending up like this again. Main focus get money. I'm knowing she took everything that was in the crib. I'll never trust a bitch again. Never ending up like this again. Tried to get me iced in the crib, boy. I better not ever see that bitch again. Me and the nurse. I mean, you kind of got it coming. Like, if that was me, you done tried to kill that bitch a couple times. So you kind of had that one coming, T Grizzley, to be honest with you, right? Me and the nurse been chopping it up. Long story short, she fucking the plug. She trying to help me run this stuff up. I'm focused. I've been in trouble enough. That'll be love. You put that together. I get out here and I'm ready whenever. Shit, we go into business together. Shit, I'm trying to drop a new bezel. Month later, I was out of there. Girlie came and got me. My location shared. If she tried to play me, she gonna need a prayer. Full Nick tucked in my underwear. She like, let's go to the crib first and wake up the neighbors. I'm like, nah, I put money first. I put my money first. All that other stuff can come later. She like, oh, you put your money first? I'm like, nah, I put loyalty first. She like, I was just making sure you was on point. You know dudes die over first. I know dudes get sidetracked about some pussy, but don't try that with me. It won't work. Matter of fact, my wounds hurt. Go on ahead and throw me some perks. Tell me about this plug. Tell me about these drugs. Tell me about what you're getting out, all of this stuff, and what's my cut. You cool and all, but I'm here for this pape. Don't get this stuff effed up. She like, look, you had it rough. You had a real dude. I want to see you up. We pull up to his crib. She call his phone. We park right by the curb. He come outside with two dudes. They strapped up, but I am not concerned. Pulled up to the crib. We park right by the curb, right? Look, this ain't the first time I'm hearing about something going on outside of a crib. But anyway, that's a reach. I'm reaching now. He come outside with two dudes. They're strapped, but I'm not concerned. I hop out like, what's the word? Introduce myself. He like, I heard. I need you on my team, bro. What can you do with 50 birds? Heard about your situation. You know what I'm saying? Heard about you getting life, giving that time back. That bitch gonna get what she deserved too. Oh yeah, my name D. Take my number now. I would say this one is the least inspired issue of the series. This one weren't really about too much. But listen, we're just looking for them clues, man. We're just hunting for them clues. So now we on robbery number 8. All right, we on number 8. We out here. All right, so number 8, we're near the end, man. We're just looking for any of these last bits of clues, any of these last bits of self-incrimination, okay? Robbery episode number 8. This is the long one. This is 8 minutes 44, so you know what I'm saying? This one might take me a minute. I'm going to have to try and breeze through this. I mean, look at all of this, all right? Look at all of this, but we're going to get through it, people, because we're digging deeper than anybody else is willing to do in these YouTube streets, all right? So this one, man, here we go. Had a life sentence. God got me out of that. Like, why me? Dude shot up the house. I survived that. Like, why me? Plug want to make me rich, but I ain't never met him. Like, why me? But when I think about it, why not me? I'll deal with the nurse. Ain't safe at the crib. She got a room. I ain't scared, but these dudes know where I live and I know how to move. In the hospital, she was on dick too fast. That got me confused. Trying to throw me some bricks and the dude don't even know me. That seemed kind of loose. I told her come up, so she in the shower. I'm sitting here thinking, what? Already mad as hell because the bitch that set me up still breathing. Bro, she needs a pass, man. She needs a pass. You kind of deserve that. I called Will and Johnny, told them boys get ready. We need us a meeting. Then the shower cut off. It's time to put together these pieces. She come out in a towel staring at me while she drying her hair. She like, baby, this pussy precious. I expect it to be handled with care. I whip out Glock, her face shocked. I see the fear. Don't run, don't scream. None of that stuff or you dying in here. She nodded and agreed. I got some questions, but look, peep. If you lying, I'm a C, but if you keep it real, you could leave. Why was you on me like that in the hospital? We know each other or something? And why the plug want to throw me some work? I'm his long-lost brother or something? And how you keep trying to throw me the pussy? It seemed like y'all too fucking. She like, look, I ain't doing no screaming or running. I promise to keep it 100. It was these two dudes, Tez and Tone. I'm giving them the pills, hoping we could save enough to get on. Shit ended up going left, but that story long. I ain't do them dudes wrong. I ran into D. He said he'd mess with me, but not if I'm on my own. That's where you came in. When you came to the hospital, I had a vision, but you eating too. We're gonna both get it, so we both winning. Heard about you in the streets. I know what you do. A couple years back, I saw your face on the news for giving that time back, so I knew it was you. Can't lie, that shit makes sense. So I down my defenses. Bro, what? That don't make sense, bro. You're telling me you woke up in the hospital and the chick that's a nurse at the hospital basically says, yo, I see you on the news catching bodies. I'm trying to line you up a plate. Maybe that sort of stuff really happens, man. I don't know. I don't know what it's like out there in these Detroit hospitals and these streets. But god damn it, man. They're really out here. Nurses really out here just throwing it back and giving dudes they seen on the news committing murders plays. But after what I just went through, I still can't trust these bitches. I still can't fuck you, though, because I don't want old boy in his feelings. We got work to do. Go get some rest. I'll call you in a minute. I'll give her a hug before she left. She shook up, still timid. If she know me, she know I'll shoot that bitch till it start clicking. So he's ready to kill another female. Any female, they can get it. He's killed men too. He's murdered men too. But he's also killed mothers. And he's also been trying to kill this one chick the entire time. Hasn't pulled it off yet, okay? D kept his word, put them bricks on me. I F with dude. Driving with him scary though. This 50, not just one or two. Please catch me with this stuff. It's over. They're going to lace my boots, but follow traffic laws and they can't stop you if they wanted to. I called Will and Johnny, told them to hit the trap. They beat me there. Told them make sure all the dudes that we mess with be in there. Then I called the nurse, told her get up now and meet me there. Should have seen their faces when I bought them 50 keys in there. Listen up, we run in a tight ship with an iron fist. I don't care if dudes' mamas are sick, be here on your shift. Bro, you just killed somebody's mama, bro. We know you don't care. We ain't moving loose. We ain't going to slip. We're going to be on our stuff. Right now it's July. By Christmas, we're going to all be rich. One dude jump up. He say, hey, big bro, I stand on business. But all of that big homie stuff dead. I ain't trying to hear it. I'm like, I'm happy you spoke up. Everybody pay attention. Let this be a lesson. Johnny, take him in the back and kill him. That's not really how you breed, like, you know what I'm saying, good leadership in an organization. You just immediately kill people that aren't with your leadership. But maybe that is, you know what I'm saying, I've never run a criminal enterprise, so I couldn't tell you. I heard, no, that's my cousin. We'll take him with him. If we ain't got order around this bitch before we start, we finished. I'm seeing dudes jump in as bro and let off switches. Now, everybody in here on point. I like this feeling. Hey, Bree, we need some houses in your name. 3 of them. 1 for the money, 1 for the cane. The last one in case we got to move stuff around. Johnny gets some shovels. Haven't put dog in them in the ground. Weeks pass, name ringing in the streets. We ain't breaking down a bag. They getting this for cheap. Let's just circle back, right? T. Grizzley is that quick to kill people in this fictional story. He's that quick to kill people for the slightest disrespect. Like, you've just turned up. They don't even know who you are. You're the leader of this organization. If people ain't with it, they're dead immediately. Like, that's insane. Got the best dope. I need to go and meet with D. Them 50 bricks are gone. I need 100 more at least. I'm riding with Bree. We finna go and get this package. She like, we need to switch up the house. It's too much traffic. She say a worker keep coming up short. His name is Magic. I'm like, all right, bet. Pull up on him. Let's see what's happening. We pull up to the spot. I walk in like, what's popping? Dudes can't count or something in here. What's the problem? He looking stupid like it was only a couple thousand. I up blick like, bitch, I don't care if it was $1. He like, hear me out, bro, and them in here ain't gonna work for free. I took it out the bag, though I should have paid him personally. A young dude named Turk was in the spot. I say, Turk, you in charge of this for now. He say, that worked for me. Hey, Magic, you ain't touching no more money. Report to Turk, since you keep being an effing dummy. If I short the plug, you think he gonna look at funny? Who you think he gonna look at funny? I was nice, dude. Next time it's gonna get bloody. Later on, we get with D. He count that money up. He like, I trusted you, my dude. I ain't screw it up. You keep this up, I'll take you with me to Colombia to get 1,000 of them. But for now, here go that double up. Then he say he got to holler at me in the back. I told Bree and them load the car and wait outside. He like, you want a drink? I'm like, nah, what's on your mind? He took a sip of tequila, then he pulled out his 9. He like, Brody, I can't lie, you've been killing it. Y'all out here moving real weight and killing shit. I just hope you know how big this stuff can really get. But before we get to that, I got to clear some stuff. You and the nurse spend a lot of time with each other. I mean, I get it. You the muscle, she good with the numbers. That ain't my wife, but that's my bitch. I can't lie, I love her. So listen, you cannot smash her. You do not touch her. I'm like, D, I respect you with the utmost. As far as big homies, you're the only one that come close. Your little warning about your hoe. Listen, I got it. Now look, I just want to say one thing, all right? He's describing a scenario where a female, all right, a female put him in position. Sound familiar? He's talking about a situation where one of his big homies turns around and says, yo, look, that female that put you in position, that's my bitch. I can't lie, I love her. So you cannot smash her. You do not touch her. All right? I wonder where this story's going to go. All right? I wonder where this story's going to go. Yes, your little warning about your hoe. Listen, I got it, but I'm far from a pussy, my dude. Watch it. You hear me? You could have just said she mine. We got something real. But all that you cannot stuff, I ain't one of them. Them real hustlers, real killer, bro. Them real hustlers and real killers, bro, I come from them. So it's a level of respect when we talking as men. We shake hands, I head to the whip. I get a call from Johnny as I load the last brick. I say I'm on my way to you. He'd like how much we get. I say I got 100 pairs of shoes. He said, shit. Jump in with Bree, we headed to the trap. She like, when you gonna let me eat that like a snack? If I ain't have love for D, I would have beat her from the back. Just replied, I ain't even on that with you, baby, drive. Finally, we pull up. Feels good to see my dudes hustling. And they ain't doing nothing for free. Them dudes getting something. Will and Johnny be like, bro, we got some issues coming. Other trappers in the hood say we taking business from them. I'm like, we got this stuff so low. How they competing with us? They might as well get this stuff from us. They could be eating with us. All right, F it, bro. Set up a meeting with them. Tell them bring their people with them. And when they get there, leave them. Such a snake, bro. This guy's such a snake. This whole robbery, this is just snake, just snakery, all right? But I want to find out what's going on with Bree, okay? This is the backstory I'm most interested in. Because if this ends up working out how I think it's going to work out, it's insane. Bree like, I'm finna go cook. You want a plate? She said she making her famous baked potatoes and steak. Sounds good. I'm like, hell yeah, I'm a push round 8. She like, bet. But that stuff going to be gone. That food's going to be gone if you come too late. We take the dope in the crib. It's time to work. Break him down to halves, turn them halves into birds. Magic in his feelings since I gave the trap to Turk. Young and on it though, he want his stuff, he ain't missing a serve. I asked him, you think Magic gonna be a problem? He said, nah, but if he get on that, I got him. I said, you would do that after how long y'all been rocking. He said, it's just rules to this stuff, you know who I get my job from. Leaving out the trap, I'm headed to Bree. For the longest, she trying to been put that wet thing on me. I'm thinking about that conversation with D. I ain't even on that with her. I'm just going there to eat, checking in and going to sleep. I pull up. She at the door wearing something sexy. Ass jiggle when she walks. She on some messy stuff. Caught me looking. She like, grab it. You some scary stuff. I get comfortable. That food smelling heaven sent. Now she making my plate. D call me. I text him. I'ma hit you right back. But he keep on calling. I pick up. I'm like, bro, what up? He like, man. Drop everything, come to my crib as quick as you can. I jump up, I throw on my stuff like Bria got a dip. She looking pissed, but I don't give no F. I'm straight to the whip. Low-key sick, I ain't get my plate. F some good news, whatever he's saying better be great. I pull into the driveway, walk through the side door, murder vibes in the air, but I got my eye in close. I hear a voice, I kind of recognize it. They crying though. We walk in the back room, she got on a blindfold. First my heart drop, then my jaws lock. They take her blindfold off. I know her heart stopped. Dude, I'm so mad I could cry. I can't even form words. This shit caught me by surprise. She say she loved me. She's sorry she did it. She wasn't thinking. She was listening to dudes. The thought that's going through my head so vicious. F who pulled the trigger. We got the snake bitch that sent him. I said, Sheila, I can never forgive you. And in a minute, you're going to wish you weren't living. I told D I need a blowtorch and scissors. This guy's tapped. This guy's insane. This is fucked up. All right. Then Johnny calls like, Brody, get here fast. They just killed her. Killed who? He hung up. I'm like, shit. I throw the blindfold back on Sheila, tape her lips. AD, what you did was priceless. He like, I'm hip. We got a long way to go. A body that ain't shit. I put her in the trunk. Then I head to the trap. Johnny ain't answering, so I tried to call back. Will ain't picking up either. These dudes are fried. What's going on? Who the F died? I get to the house, she in the trunk, so I park in the back. That way, if she start kicking, they won't hear her ass. I walk in, the trap's empty, where those dudes at? Then I feel something on my head, it gotta be a strap. I put my hands up, I'm like, you got it. It's an M downstairs, bro, don't shoot and you can have it. He bring his ass downstairs and he gonna die, that's where them straps at. He like, turn around, I turn around, and I'm like, magic? So the way the episode actually ended, it ended with this guy Magic, who was in his feelings since T Grizzly took the trap away from him, ends up killing T Grizzly.
Cherry production.
So the episode of like robbery number 8 actually ends with T Grizzly dying. But then there's a robbery number 9. There's an episode number 9. This is recent. This is just 2 months
Cherry
ago.
production.
This is fresh off the presses, all right? So this is the final one. Thank God it's a short one. We're going to finally get to the bottom of this whole robbery series and just find out if there's any more self-incrimination. I was very curious to see how that kind of like little romance story was going to go. He was told not to mess with her. He was told not to touch her, but he couldn't help himself, okay? So let me see where that goes in episode 9. We're going to finally get to the bottom of this thing, okay? Now, I thought he was dead, but now suddenly he's alive, okay? Magic mean business. He ready to stand on it. Hoping he don't kill me. In my head, I'm praying on it. Now, that episode 8 ended with him opening. We heard the gunshot, okay? So, you know what I mean? You jump in the shark again. You might as well wake up from another dream. But anyway, got to watch the company you keep, gang. Let my guard down. Now I'm paying for it. I said, Magic, we ain't beefing, bro. You and your feelings. We had a couple words. Come on, my dude. D need me out here. Me and Bree on a mission. Look at what we did. Downstairs is a whole million. Then he said, F you and FD. I'ma smoke you and I'ma smash Bree. All of them dudes that you killed, they was all lames. Boy, I'm Magic. This a whole nother ball game. They call me Magic because I make stuff disappear. You're going to get that money for me, but let's be crystal clear. I got RIPs in this Glock. This bitch will drop a deer. You're fresh out of love. You're fresh out of luck, so don't gamble with me in here. Dude, after you, I started walking to the basement. Moving slow so this hoe dude don't got to say shit. The switch under the couch, the Draco by the PlayStation, trying to keep my composure, but I can't maintain it. Then I hit the lights, then I hit the floor. I started crawling towards the Drake. Magic blowing in the dark, sparks flying at my face. Finally got my hands on it, now I'm ready, we can play. I start throwing and he ran, I can't let him get away. Dark as F down here, feel my eyes closed. Think Magic's still here, but it's too quiet though. I go upstairs, blood trail out the side door. I hear a bunch of sirens. Oh yeah, it's time to go. I pop the trunk, kill Schiller, throw a brick in the grass. That was quick, just kills her straight away. Quick one, boom. Throws a brick in the grass, even though he's hearing sirens. Okay, quick. All right, fine. Make that stuff look like a drug deal gone wrong. Okay, you're good at making stuff look like it's something else. That's all I'll say. I still don't see Magic, his bitch ass run fast. If you shoot, better not miss because you won't get another chance. Will and Johnny backdoor trying to get the plug. I put these dudes on, I brought them out the mud. You could change a dude life, but that still ain't enough. Should have did it all yourselves, pussies. It's up and stuck. I got to call D, let my dude know what's up. I call his phone, Johnny answer. I'm like, what the F? He say, Brody, this shit over with, just hang it up. Pull the trigger, dude, make it easier for us. D get the phone. He say, out of respect, just listen. My loyalty ain't to you, and it ain't to these. But it looked like you ain't got a crew from where I'm sitting. It ain't never personal, my dude. It's just business. I hang up. Who can I trust? I guess it's true in these streets there ain't no love. Back against the effing wall. F it. I'm a thug. Each and every one of them gonna catch a slug. I call Bree. She pick up like you miss me. I say, Bree, listen to me. Stuff got sticky. That dude D on some hoe stuff. All of the bros iffy. You the only one I trust. You got my low. Come get near me. She like, bet. You know I got you, but what's going on? I told her I can't talk about this stuff over the phone. Don't call nobody and watch your back leaving home. She like, I got you, I love you, just stay strong. But out of nowhere, I get dizzy as a bitch. I go to the gas station and stop trying to take a piss. I jump out, fall to the ground like, what the F is this? I look down, shirt wet as hell. I noticed I got hit. Damn. A car pulled up. I can't see behind the tints. Can't see behind the tints. Bree jump out and then she helped me to her whip. Being a doctor and all, she's used to this. She says, stay calm, don't go to sleep, man, shit. As we're driving to the hospital, my vision is blurry. Happy I called Bree. Shorty got there less than 30. I made it out alive. Dudes tried to do me dirty. It's a cold game when you're playing with them birdies. We pull up in the Addy. I'm like, what is this? Oh, no. She like, dude, did you not learn your lesson not to trust no bitch? No. She jump out. I see Will and Johnny coming with them sticks. I'm like, damn, that's what the F I get. Say, my dude, ain't no happy ending in these streets. You're going to go to jail or you're going to die to beef. Wrote this fictional story just so dudes could see. I gave you 9 chapters, but it still ain't complete. So I guess he died at the end of that episode too. But yeah, look, that's just the entire robbery series. We went through it head to toe. Everybody's saying that this song is the ultimate in self-snitching on T Grizzly. Now, I'll be keeping it real. I think we probably could say that we're reaching on some of these points, but there's just like a couple of nuggets in there. There's a couple of tidbits of information that just make you think, for T Grizzly to have even come up with a story this shisty, this snaky, this slimy, I don't know. He must be a slimy dude. I don't know. All right, I don't know. But look, We did it. All right, my voice is tired. I read through the entire robbery series. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments. Do you feel like these are genuine clues? Do you feel like T Grizzly's personality is super slimy in real life like it is in this story? Or are people reaching? Is this just a mega reach? Is this just a whole bunch of baloney, a fictional story with no truth behind it? I think it's very, very interesting. I still think everybody's waiting for some updates, some info. I've been scrolling the Crime in the D subreddit today. I haven't seen anything new, but this is the latest. So there you go. The entire robbery series broken down. Couple of interesting tidbits and clues. I think it does say a lot about T Grizzly's state of mind, but also I don't think it proves anything nefarious at this stage. So let me know what you thought of it. Hope you enjoyed that update. More updates coming soon. I appreciate everybody rocking with me. We're going up, everybody, people. It's been popping, and I really appreciate it because you guys make that possible. And shout out to Complex. They put me at number 13 in the hip hop power rankings list today. That's lit. I've got power, apparently. That money, that power, respect. I'm still working on the respect, but we'll get there. Anyway, appreciate you guys. I'm gonna tap in with you next time. Tomorrow, I'm out.